Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Hub Tunes. So today we will be learning about Selenium automation with C Sharp. Hi, my name is Sai Teja and I'm working as a software engineer in one of the MLC company, and I have a pretty much good experience on automation testing. So in this course will be helpful for the beginners who are willing to kickstart their career in as an automation test engineer. So we'll be learning about Selenium and as well as C Sharp. Selenium, we'll be learning about how to find the elements, drop downs, how to click and draw element in the drop down, and how to navigate from page to page. And whereas in C Sharp, we'll be learning from basic to advanced topics like variables, data types, OOPS concepts, inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation. So let's start this course. So Selenium concept. Selenium is basically an open source automation framework where we'll be validating the web applications across different browsers and platforms like Chrome, Firefox, and IE, and we can also perform the same test in the mobile form factor also. So using the multiple languages like C Sharp, Python, Java, we can create a Selenium automation test script. So Selenium is used. Selenium is basically used to navigate and find the elements in the particular web page. So it's also used to navigation purpose from one page to another page. So we have so in Selenium test suite we have different components like Selenium IDE, Selenium RCE, WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Basically, Selenium IDE is an record and playback tool where it will be provided in Firefox and Chrome, where we can record the particular scenario and we can also play back it. So it will we can record a number of scenarios and we can play back it. So it is just a record and playback scenario. So I can quickly go and show you how we can install the Selenium IDE extension in our Chrome, and how can we record a particular scenario in our Chrome driver. So let me go through that. To install Selenium IDE in your Chrome browser, we need to first open the Chrome browser and we need to click on Customize and Control Google Chrome. Then we need to click on More Tools and we need to go to the extensions. So we will be going to extension page where you will be seeing all the extensions whatever present in your Google Chrome, and we need to click on the main menu, and we need to open Chrome web store. So you will be going to the web store, and here we need to search with Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE. When you search with Selenium IDE, it will be opening with some results. So the first one, if you see the Selenium, this is the Selenium IDE. You need to add it to your extension. So I have already added it to my extension. So for me, you will be seeing on the top master added when you add it to extension. So if you see here, there is a Selenium IDE is already added to my Chrome extension. So let me open a new browser. Let me close all this. So now I'll click on the Selenium IDE extension. If I click on that, a pop-up will be popped out. So here you will be asking for a new project, or if you're having an existing project. So I want to create a new project now. I will be giving like sample test project. So I'll use some name. So I will click on OK, and it'll asking for a website where I want to test the Selenium IDE. So we'll give like a https www.google.com. I'll start recording it. So it opens a browser. Basically, it records everything what I perform actions in this browser. So when I search for laptop, so I'll search for laptop and I'll click on search. So if you see here, if you see here, laptop results got open like different sites, Intel.com, Amazon, and if you Flipkart, so different website has opened. So if you see everything got recorded here, so I will stop this recording now, and it will be saving those recording. So I'll stop this recording. I think it's save the project. So it is asking to save the project in my local. So I will save this project in my local. So if you see here, project has saved in my local. So if I double click on it, so it automatically opens. It automatically tries to open it. So if I see, I'll give you some Google Chrome. So this is the elements which we have seen and we have found it out in Chrome. So if you see that we have all these elements there. So I'll give some name here, test sample one, and I'll click on OK. So all this savings has been saved in my local, and as well as I can play this recording whenever I want. So if you see here, it opens a browser, it types for a laptop, it searches for a laptop, and I see, if you see here, all the results are there, like laptops, different types of websites. So this is the basic thing which Selenium IDE performs, and this is not mostly preferred in an MLC company or a big I company. So this is not a good practice for Selenium IDE. So this is all about Selenium IDE, and we will be going back to the PPT now. As we have seen that Selenium IDE is basically a record and playback. You can record all the scenarios, whatever you are performing in the Google Chrome, and you can record all those and you can play back anytime. So Selenium IDE is something companies like MLC companies will not prefer mostly. So if you see Selenium Grid is something where you will be having all the browsers. It is like environment where you will trigger all your automation test cases. It provides like browsers like Chrome, IE, Firefox, and you can trigger n number of test cases, and it reduces the execution time of automation test scripts. So when coming to Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver, both have merged and become a single framework like Selenium 2 and Selenium 3, and now we are using Selenium 4. Selenium RCE is the most like there is no direct interaction within the browser. There will be some Selenium RCE servers where it will interact with the browser and as well as automation test script. So whereas WebDriver is where directly interacts with the browser, the like automation test case directly interacts with the browser. So as we have seen, Selenium RCE and Selenium WebDriver has merged and become a single framework like Selenium 2 or Selenium 3 or Selenium 4. In our course, we will be using the Selenium 4 and like combination of Selenium RCE and WebDriver. So this is the overview of Selenium, and now I will go to the next topic, whereas C Sharp, overview of C Sharp. So C Sharp is an object-oriented programming language developed by Microsoft and runs on .NET framework. So for any .NET application, if you want to create a web application or Windows application, C Sharp is the basic one. C Sharp is the basic programming language for .NET framework. So everything starts from the C Sharp. C Sharp is a step for .NET framework. So you can create a number of applications like web application server, web servers using the C Sharp programming. So you can see this, it is a sample program under here where you can see main method and console.write line. This program actually prints the hello world program. Once we start programming, I will be explaining about this program and what does everything like main, like static void main does, and what does console.write line does. So yeah, I can once we start programming coding, when we install all the required editors, and we can, when we start programming, I will go with the first programming first. So next I will be going with the editor. So for any programming application to develop, we need an editor. So here we will be using Visual Studio 2019 to as an editor where we can code our C# programs there. To download Visual Studio 2019, we need to go to Microsoft Web Application where you can see Visual Studio, where we can download the Visual Studio Community Edition. So I have given this, so I will be giving this link in the description so they can directly go and download the Visual Studio. So when you click on this Windows symbol, and you can search like Visual Studio 2019 and click on it. So it will open a pop-up, and so if you have any existing projects, then you can open it here. If you don't have any existing project, you can create a new project. So I'll be going creating a new project. So when I click on new project, it will be asking which type of project I want to create, like console application, web application, Windows application. So I will be going with console.NET framework. I will double click on it. So I will be giving some name like sample test project 1, sample test project 1, and this is the location where it will be stored, and this is the framework which 4.7.2, and I will click on create. It will create a project for me like sample project with all the struct, like it will create a sample project. So it will create a sample project for me with all the structure of it. So if you see here, this class has been created with all the structure, namespace, class project, and static void main. So if you see on the right side, you will be seeing Solution Explorer, where you can see the references, app config, and properties. If you cannot open the Solution Explorer, you can go to View. You can go to Solution Explorer. When you click on solution, it automatically pops out. So here now I will be printing hello world text. So I'll do a console dot write line. So I think you have learned C language. So if you learn the C language, you will be seeing printf. So in the same way, you will be seeing console dot write line in the .NET framework. So if I click console dot write line and click hello world, so hello world, and I'll try to print. So this hello world string will be printed in command prompt. So if I click on start, it will be opening. It opens a console command prompt and will print the hello world program. So if you see hello world program has printed and this command has closed. So if we keep a breakpoint here and again click on start, so the pointer comes first here. This is the main method. So pointer comes and enter this main method first. So pointer has here. If I click F10, it will print hello world text in the console prompt. So if you see hello text has been printed in the command prompt. So if you see main method is the entry point for any pointer. So if pointer comes and enter the main method and prints the hello world program. So this is the basic program which we have built like hello world. So if we go to our PowerPoint presentation, so if you see, so here first we have downloaded the Visual Studio and created our first project, and we have triggered our first project like using C#. So we have seen output in command prompt also like hello world. Now we will be seeing how to install the nuget packages in our project like Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Chrome WebDriver. So to install the Selenium, to install Selenium, we need to go to nuget packages, and Selenium is where we'll be using it in our program to run and navigate from one page to another page or to find the element in the web page. So let me quickly go to Visual Studio. So Visual Studio I have already opened. So in Visual Studio we need to go to tools. In tools we need to go to nuget package manager. In nuget package manager we need to go to manage nuget package manager for solution, and when you click on that, it will open a nuget package solution. So you need to go to browse. So and in search box you need to type it as selenium. So you need to type it as selenium and search it. So you will be seeing Selenium WebDriver. So this is the first one you need to install, Selenium WebDriver. I will be clicking on Selenium WebDriver, and the right hand side you will be seeing how to install. So you need to click on this checkbox and you need to click on install. So here we are installing this 3.144.0, this version we are installing it. So I'll click on install. So it takes some time to install Selenium WebDriver. After installing Selenium WebDriver, we need to install selenium.webdriver.chrome driver. So I have already installed. So we need to click on the install button, and this is the version we need to install it. So after installing the both, we can see all the installed nuget in the installed session. So you can click on the install. So you will be seeing Selenium WebDriver got installed and Selenium WebDriver.chrome driver got installed. So let me quickly go to the program, and we can start a simple sample program by opening the Chrome browser and typing some laptop, for example, laptop product, and we will be closing the Chrome browser. So for that, first we need to initialize the Chrome browser. So I will initialize the Chrome browser. iWeb driver equal to new Chrome driver. So this initializes the Chrome browser. Next, I will be opening google.com. So for the driver dot navigate to go to URL. So here we need to give some URL, which type of URL you want to test it. So https // www
google.com. So yeah, so for the first line, it initializes the Chrome browser, and second line it hits the particular URL which are mentioned in the go to URL method. So let me quickly run it. So click on start. So if you see here, first browser will be initialized. So if you see browser got initialized and it has opened google.com. So if you see the browser is not closing yet. So to close the browser, we need to add a method like quit. So I will add that immediately. So driver dot, if you go, you will be getting some hints. So if you see quit method. So immediately I will run it again. So if you see it will open the Chrome browser and type google.com and it immediately close the browser. So if you see it types google.com and it has already closed the browser because we have given that to quit to create the driver. So this is one of the scenario.
So next, as I said that we'll be searching one product in the Google search box. So first, for that we need to get the element of the search box. So I will go to google.com and right click there and inspect that. So if I inspect that element, for every element, if you see in this website, it has its own unique element. So if I click on this arrow button on the left side and hover on it, so hover on it, if I hover on it, you will be seeing some unique element like IDE, class, or database IDE. So first I need to get the search box, so I'll click on this arrow and click on this search box. So it has its own unique IDE. So if it doesn't have any unique IDE, you can take this class. So I'll copy this class and I will find it. So I will remove these spaces and replace it with dot. So it will become a unique IDE. So if I click, so if you see here one of one, so it is a unique IDE and it the search box is a unique IDE now. So I will take this element and now I will go to my test case. So I will find the particular element where search box driver dot find element. So which type of element it is? By dot CSS selector. So it is CSS selector. So I will be giving those element in the string. So yeah, I will be doing this, and next I will type that laptop in that search box. So for that I need to get that element. So now I need to enter the string. So I will be using send keys method to enter the string like values like laptop. I'll be entering it in the Google search box, and later I need to click on search button. So I will get that element also. So if I click on over this, so here we are getting some drop down or like hints which type of laptop in Amazon you want to search or laptop price you want to search. So this is the parent. So this is the parent. First I will get this drop down, parent drop down. So I've already got this parent drop down. So if you see here, this is the parent drop down. So this is the parent drop down. In this parent element, we have search box. So here we have search box. So if you see, this is the one and single unique element. So if you see, this is the unique element. So I will take this element and I will find this element also, like where search button. I'm storing this element now. Find element. Which type of element? By CSS selector, and I'm entering that element here. So if I will be storing that element in the search box variable. So next I will be clicking on that search box variable. So search box dot click. We have a click action method. So it will click on it. So now what it will do is it open the Chrome browser. It finds element of search box and enters the laptop search, and it click on it will find search button element and it will click on search button and it will close the browser. So let me quickly start it. So I've started. So now it opens the Chrome browser. So it open the Chrome browser and it enter the google.com and enter laptop and entered and browser also got closed, and we have because we have entered
selenium.webdriver.quit. So we are expecting to close the browser. So I'll make it as a bit slow so that you can understand. So I'm keeping a breakpoint here. So we'll start it now. So it will pointer comes to that breakpoint and it will stop there. So it open the browser and enter google.com. Now I'll click F10. So step by step. So there is like few keys like F5, F10 and F11. F5 is like we need to run continuously this program and without any breakpoints. So F10 is like if you keep any breakpoint, the pointer comes and stops here. If you want, and F11 is like if you want to go inside that method. So F11 I'll be explaining another courses when we go to advanced topics. So now I'll click F10. So if you see here over on the search box, you will be seeing the element. So that is for every element, if you find any element, you have some unique ID there. So if you see here, this is the unique ID for this element. So you can find element. So if you are unable to find element, you will be seeing null here. So yeah, and I'll click F10. So if you see in the browser, you have entered the laptop. So next F10, it will find the search button. So element, you can see the unique ID element, and I can click F10 again, search button. So if you see in the browser, search, they'll click on the search button, and then you can see the search laptop results here. So, and I will quit the browser now, F10. So now the browser, so you can see the browser got closed. So F5. So this is some few scenarios like opening the browser and entering few text box like text and clicking on some button, and I'm quitting the browser also.
So if you want to perform the same operation with different browser like IE and Firefox, we need to install two other NuGet packages. For this, you need to go to NuGet package manager and you need to search for Selenium. If you search for Selenium, you will be getting those NuGet packages for IE. So if you see your Selenium WebDriver for IE, so in the same way you need to install this NuGet package for Chrome, Firefox. You need to install Geeko driver. So this is one of the NuGet package. So if you see here Selenium WebDriver.Geeko driver, so this you need to install for the Firefox. If you want to run your test case in Firefox, you need to install this NuGet package. So in this course we have seen how to install the Visual Studio and how to write our first C# programming, and also seen our output in the command prompt, and also seen a few how to install the NuGet packages like Selenium WebDriver and Chrome driver, and also we have seen how to write our first automation test case, and we have performed how to open the browser, how to enter the text, and how to find a particular text in the Chrome browser, and we have seen multiple scenarios here. I hope this course is helpful for the beginners who are willing to kickstart their career in automation. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get more notifications.